Hi, my name is Danielle Mortimer. I am one of the coaches that you are going to be hearing from tonight. And I just wanted to introduce myself and kind of how I got started with Beachbody and my experience. So I started a little over a year ago as a challenger. I had a friend approach me and she just always knew that I was looking for something, fitness related, and she was in that arena as well. And I just, she reached out to me and she said, Danielle, would you like to try this? And I thought, I got a gym membership. I've been going to the Y for the past 2 years, and, I think I'm good. And then, she kept coming back to me, and I was like, I really have not been making any progress. I don't, I'm here, I'm going to the gym, I'm showing up every day, but I really wasn't making a lot of progress. And I was like, I'm so not comfortable in my own skin. I hated the fact that I could not lose the pounds. And to be honest, I have three girls, and two of them I had in my late 30s. I'm 42 now. And I just sort of thought, well, maybe it's because I'm older and I just can't lose the weight anymore. And I really sort of was getting to that point, but I was hanging my head like all the time. I was so bummed about it. I hated the way my clothes fit, really uncomfortable in my own skin. And so when she came back to me, I was like, you know what? I got nothing to lose. I'll try it. I was spending about $50 at least a month on gym membership fees already. And I just thought about it, and I was like, you know what? Nothing seems to be working for me, so what the heck? And I was paying a personal trainer on top of that, which she was amazing, but again, I still wasn't finding the results. So I remember when I got the whole program, and I was like, what is all of this stuff? I got this shake. I've never heard of Shakeology. I've never heard of Beachbody. I've never heard of any of this stuff. I was clueless. And so I went ahead and started the program. I absolutely loved the challenge groups and the community that she was creating, and people were checking in and going, oh, I had a really good day today, or oh my gosh, I totally missed the mark today. And I took it very seriously, I guess, and I stuck to it. And within the first week, I remember clearly because my husband was traveling, and so he didn't know I was starting it. And I said, you are not going to believe I started this thing, and it's like DVDs at home, and I'm working on it, and I am losing weight. Like, I have never lost weight like this. And he was like, wow, that's great. So I was really super jazzed for, him to come home I could already feel a difference in my clothing and things like that. Well, I went through the cycle 21 days, 3 times. So 63 days later, I had lost a little over 20 pounds and was blown away. For 2 years, have been trying to drop weight and doing heavy weights and doing body pump even, which is a Beachbody program. But it was the whole package. It was doing a program, learning the nutrition, and drinking the shakes, and doing it all just got me these amazing results. And almost immediately I went back to my coach and said, how can I maybe get a discount on these? I know that the company is a multi-level marketing company. There's got to be something. And she laughed. She was like, yeah, I can tell you how. And as I started to share my journey, people just started asking me questions, and I was like, this is crazy. I totally want in on this. And I started, and that's, where it started taking off for me. I've been a coach for about 7 or 8 months, but I've been with Beachbody for a little bit over a year, and I just sort of dabbled my first few months to try and get my shakes paid for and help a few like family members. And then after that, a couple of months went by. I was like, I really think that if I got serious about this, I could make some money. And as a teacher, I know the hours that I used to work, and I'm a stay-at-home mom now. And I just started seeing the signs that not only could I help people do what I desperately wanted and was getting out of the program, but that I could also make money. And so I put the two together. I was like, this is really a no-brainer for me. I'm going for it. And I haven't looked back. And so I absolutely have loved the opportunity. The community is amazing, and it's just been a wonderful experience. So that's basically my story in a nutshell. And I hope that answers some questions for you too. Have a good night.